Hey guys, 602 Booster back at it again with another video for you. And I want to make this video for the guys and girls out there who are just looking to get started into riding motorcycles but have no idea on how to get started. With the way that I've learned how to ride motorcycles, the first thing is to understand the controls of the bike, what the levers do, what the throttle does, what the pedals do. So the key for this video is to help people who have no experience on riding a motorcycle, helping them understand the controls, how the motorcycle operates, how to be able to understand what the controls do, so that way when they get on almost any motorcycle, they'll have some confidence. Check it out. So let's start on the right hand side of the bike. The right hand side where your front lever is there is the front brake lever. This lever is going to control 80% of the bike's stopping power, so be very gentle with it. What I like to do is I like to use at least 2 fingers to control the front brake. That way you can leave your other fingers to rest on the handlebar. And the nice thing about the front brake lever on most bikes is that it is adjustable, so you don't want to have your fingers touch the front brake lever when you squeeze it in. So make sure you adjust it for yourself. And again, using 4 fingers is something I did in the past, but it's a bad habit to break, so I'm just letting you guys know it might be for the best to start off with 2 fingers instead of all 4. Also on the right hand side of the bike you have the throttle. Very, very important tool here. This is your gas pedal as if you were inside of a car. Again, the way that the throttle works is you just give it a twist and you go. Simple as that. And you got to be very careful with it because these motorcycles have a lot of power. They weigh less than a car. So if you twist that throttle too much, it could send you looping. It could send the bike, going crazy. So you definitely want to show some respect to the throttle. This is what gets 90% of people in trouble when they start riding a motorcycle. They don't give that throttle any credit. They don't feel that that they're giving it too much gas. You got to be very careful with it. One thing too you got to be careful with on a throttle is it should snap back into a closed position if it's working properly. Just like in a car, if you let off the gas pedal in your car, the gas pedal should return to a neutral position and not get your car moving anymore. So that's what you got to remember. Make nice, smooth movements with the throttle. Don't be jerky and unpredictable with it like that. Now this next part of the bike is something that many people say don't use, and I don't see why. It's your rear brake. So just like with your front brake, again, it's supposed to slow down your bike. Now you only get 80% of the stopping power from your front brake, but the remaining 20% is found in your rear. And a lot of people feel that if you put too much pressure on the rear brake, you're gonna lock that rear tire up, you're gonna slide and skid around. The thing is you gotta know how to use it properly. Just like with any other tool, you have to know how to use it. And I definitely recommend, as you're starting out and learning how to ride, use both of the brakes together. Get into a habit of using your front and your rear brake to get 100% of the stopping power every time you wanna stop your bike. Now let's go on to the left side of the bike now, and we're gonna go on to one of the most trickiest tools people have a problem with, and that's the clutch lever. Now, to keep it very simple, the clutch lever is simply used to change gears. And we're gonna go into more of that when we actually get on the motorcycle in the next video, and we start applying these tools to real life situations. But for right now, you want to remember that when you squeeze in the clutch lever, you'll be able to change gears from first, second, from second to first, so on and so forth. So just remember for now, this clutch lever is used to switch your gearing. And again, use 2 fingers on this, guys. You don't want to get into a habit of using more than 2 fingers if you can help it. And the nice thing is that the clutch lever is adjustable, so don't hesitate to take advantage of it. Now another important tool that we have on the left side of the bike is your gear shift lever. You'll be using this simply to go up and down to go through the gears. And it's different than a car, because in a car, when you push the clutch lever in a car, you have a choice to go from, let's say, first immediately to third or first to fourth. But on a motorcycle transmission, you do have to go in sequential order. So each time you go up, you're shifting up to the next gear. Or if you're shifting down, you can shift down to the next gear. So that's just something that you want to keep in mind. And again, you only want to use this lever, you only want to use your gear shifter while the clutch lever is pulled in. You don't want to try to use this shift lever whenever the clutch is not pulled in. You'll definitely damage your bike. Alright you guys, so these are the 5 basic controls that you want to be familiar with before you even hop on a motorcycle. You're going to need all 5 of these tools to be able to help you to ride effectively. So if you haven't already, definitely like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to be making some videos after this to support what we just talked about today. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get on the bike and we're going to apply what we've learned about these tools in a real situation, so that way it'll all make sense. The nice thing about this too, guys, is that most of these controls are going to apply to many other styles of motorcycles. So just because I'm doing this on Hayabusa doesn't mean you can't take these same controls and find them on the bike that you have or the bike that your buddy has or whatever that you're trying to learn on. So again, stay tuned for more videos just like this. If you like this video, you know what to do. If you didn't like it, you know what to do also. Thanks again, guys. 602 out.